Hello everybody, my name is Spazzy and welcome back to another video. It's a bit late at night, so I'm going to be a little bit quiet, but I just hit Emerald 3 slash 1400 Elo on the MCSR Ranked leaderboards, and this is the run that did it. This isn't a live commentary, this is pre-recorded. I did this run about 10 minutes ago. And yeah, sorry if it is a bit laggy. I recorded it, so it should be fine, and yeah. This is a very treasure overworld. And I go right past it. You can see the direct sticking out. I don't know what I'm doing. I was nervous because this is the game that could have got me to Emerald 3. And I'm also a bit nervous because I know I've basically choked it like 3 times. Like I had like 3 games today where if I won, I would have gotten into the bracket, but I lost them all. So this is like my 4th shot. And I've got to beat my opponent, who's called Nadoms, and he's slightly lower rated than me. He's Emerald 1. Still good, obviously. You have to be pretty good at the game to be Emerald 1, like top 300, so, you know, definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I'm going to have to actually play okay. But it does mean that I am the favourite to win the match, so if I want to make any safe plays, that's something I can keep in mind and do. I usually don't make speedrunning videos, but I'm going to start making more of these because this is what I'm doing a lot with my free time at the moment, speedrunning Minecraft, so if you enjoy this, just let me know and tell me what I can do better. But yeah, we're grabbing loads of leaves here, just for blocks in the nether. Just very useful to have blocks. I've got 25 wood in my inventory, and I need to look around to see the magma ravine because that's how I'm entering the nether. And I go down here to get some flint because I want to get some more food because there wasn't great food in the buried treasure, and I saw a sheep up here, so I'm hoping it can drop some mud on it. And boom, I get the flint drop there, which is very lucky because it could have taken a while to like grind it. But lucky it like dropped 4th try, but the sheep only drops 1 mutton, which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. And I see this room portal in the distance, and I decide to go towards it because I also see a ravine next to it, which it could be the magma ravine, and it is. And you know, I thought about not going for the room portal actually, but I realized I probably have the time to get these 2 gold blocks that I have already seen, and I'm assuming there's a chest somewhere. I can't see the chest, and there it is. So, you know, maybe have golden carrots, maybe have something useful for me. And I grab this first gold block and I'm going to open the chest, and it has some armor, which is good, because obviously piglins will not attack you with armor on, so that's going to be very useful for the bastion, where if my opponent didn't get this chest, which I'm presuming he didn't given the time he entered, he could have just gone faster than me, but I'm assuming he didn't get that chest. At least from like my perspective, I'm gonna have a lot of a safer time in the bastion. Let's just say. So I'm making my nether portal, and I didn't even see them get the like nether entry thing. I just look in chat and I see those were the days. So I know the bastion's about to be close. So I'm kind of mentally preparing myself for that. I don't even think I E-ray here. I just spin around. Yep, and I see the treasure bastion right next to me. I go out of full screen mode because I play Minecraft in full screen, and do F3C, which on my Ninja Brain bot, which is the stronghold calculator, marks down my coordinates in case I want to do home portal, which is quite rare. Usually you get enough obsidian to do 2 nether portals because when you measure your eyes after you build the first portal, you go back into the nether and travel through the nether because 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, so it's a lot faster for getting to the stronghold. But it is still worth it to note it down because there have been times where I haven't done that and it's costed me a lot of time. So, because it's very difficult to remember the exact place your nether portal is, given how many different seeds I've played and ranked. It's very difficult to remember that sometimes. And I'm just going to let the piglins fall in the hole. If I stand over here, they'll kind of pathfind into that hole where I've put the gold. And I'm assuming I'm going to... Yeah. And I probably should throw the gold to them. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm blowing this piglin up. That's nice. That piglin doesn't want to go in. Probably should throw a gold on me, I'm assuming what I do. Yeah, I can't take that chestplate off, actually, because it has a curse of binding, and there we go. And dump it all in there, and boom. And we're going to get the gold on the other side. And I think we did see the fortress. I could be wrong. I actually don't remember if I saw the fortress. Oh, I think I saw it there, actually, on the right. So, this is very good. But marking down my coordinates is super useful because treasure bastions often don't give you 20 obsidian because there's like the least amount of gold blocks accessible to you. Obviously there's more in the lower part, but it's very slow to go get them. So there's a potential chance I'm going to have to leave on a not 20 obsidian, and I'm going to have to do some sort of pearl hang where I throw an ender pearl and deload it by lowering my render distance. to sort of store like a pearl close to the nether portal. I checked my trades and I have 6 ender pearls, which is not very good, and I have basically no string. But what I could do is I could dig the block next to the piglins, so I can like sort of drop down and get more items, because there's probably some items at the bottom that didn't like spill out of the hole. But yeah, the fortress is over there, if you didn't see, which is why I throw the pearl that way, and I lower my render distance to hang the pearl, and I'm gonna unload it. I'm gonna raise my render distance to unload it when I need to leave the bastion. So I'm gonna check my trades again. I check my trades and I have 14 obby and I have 64 string. Accidentally lower my FPS, that's bad. But I raise back up, so it's fine. And that's enough to leave. Obviously this isn't a lot of pearls, and so it's a bit bad. But yeah, I throw a pearl here and I throw another pearl next to the in the direction of the spawner. Sorry for the glitchy audio, hopefully it fixes. Okay, it fixed, nice. I need to kill this hoglin here because I don't necessarily need to, but I don't really have a lot of food. I think maybe I have 1 cod in my inventory. Yeah, I see 1 cod or salmon. I don't remember which one's which. I think it's cod. Yeah, it's cod. So that's good, and there's a few blazes here which I got from lowering my render distance, which I mainly did to hang the pearl, but it's subsequently like spawned more mobs in, because obviously the game needs to fill the mob cap, so me lowering my render distance means there's a lot more mobs. But it does mean I can't really see too well, and 2 hoglins are on me, but one of them actually de-aggroes and just walks around, I guess. I need to kill this wither skeleton, which I do, and luckily the food doesn't drop in the hole where the lava was. I have 4 pork chop now, so I'm pretty safe to, play. 4 pork chop is probably enough to at least get to like the stronghold, where I can probably do a hunger reset, where I can just kill myself to get my hunger back. So this is pretty good. I keep my render distance low to keep the pearl hung. I guess I raise it by 1 to see a little bit more. And boom, there's loads of blazes over here. There's 1 on the left, 1 here, and there's 1 a little bit on the right. But there is a magma cube above me, so I do need to watch out for that. A drink of fire is nice. And yeah, so if we see in the top right here, my opponent has also entered the fortress. So if you keep an eye up there, you can see sort of what split they're on. And you can also, you've probably seen in the chat as well, they've been getting advancements or achievements, not at the moment, but I guess you'll see the next time it pops up. And I'm going to do some crafting whilst I'm waiting for the blazes to spawn, because I don't see any stray blazes around anymore. I think I've killed them all, and I don't really want to go around and like raise and lower my render distance. I just find it like a weird play. I'm more of a consistency-based player, so I like to play the spawner when I can. And here I feel like it is correct to play the spawner. It's just a more consistent play to me. And given I'm hanging the pearl, and I mean, given I only need 1 rod, it can't be too bad. But unfortunately, this guy does not drop, which is bad. When I want to unhang this pearl, or unhang this pearl, I really want to have 7 rods, because it's going to be very difficult to come back to the fortress if an eye breaks, because I want to make sure I can enter the end, because obviously you need 12 eyes to fill the end portal if it's a 0 eye, and that is bad. If you look in the bottom left or the top right, you can see that my opponent just blinded, which means they just went back into the overworld with their rods, with their ender pearls, with all their stuff, which means I am behind right now. And I really need a blaze to spawn right now, and boom, there it is. I check how long I have on my fire resistance, and I'm going to kill these blazes, and hopefully one of them drops. They do, and only one of them drops, sadly, so I only have 12, but I'm just going to send it because the odds are in my favor that I'll be able to finish this run. If there's well, I'm going to throw probably 2 eyes of ender, so if there's a 1 in 5 chance of each of them breaking, that's in my favor, and even if they break, there's still a 70% chance that there's 1 eye in the end portal, because each slot has a 10% chance of being full. I got a full screen again, so there's going to be a black bar at the bottom for quite a while. You can see a nice little emote in the bottom left. Hopefully that keeps you entertained. Nice little cat. But yeah, I measure all my eyes, and I get my reading in the bottom right. You can see it says the stronghold is 1,365 blocks away, which is quite far, because I did home portal, but I'm going to go back into the nether, and I'm going to build a second portal, and which means I'm only going to have to travel about 150 blocks, which is a lot better. So that's what we're going to do. I throw another fire rise on myself as I'm swimming, because yes, that works. The coordinates in the nether are 0, 1, 9, 4. The middle number doesn't matter, which will just be, you know, similar. So I need to travel in this rough direction, which is pretty nice. It's kind of like a straight line I have to travel in, so it's not very complicated to like figure out my coordinates. I at this point I actually noticed that I only have 12 ender pearls, if you like include the fact I have 10 eyes of ender and 2 ender pearls, which is quite bad. But at this point we're digging down, so it doesn't matter as long as I don't use any more. We're fine. And I dig onto that, which could have been very bad, but doesn't matter. I could have potentially tried some sort of boat clutch, or maybe thrown an ender pearl and just hoped that there's an ender pearl in the stronghold, which is honestly quite likely. So, you know, it could have been fine, or just hoped for a one eye. And we're in the stronghold just behind my opponent. You might have seen in the chat they just got I Spy, so we caught up a little bit of time here. Potentially, maybe they had to go back to the fortress. Maybe they did double travel and it wasn't as fast. You know, maybe they got 20 obsidian. I don't know. And there is the end portal. You know, I did my preemptive, which using the pie chart to figure out the direction, and I managed to basically smash it. And I actually have the potential chance to go for a 0 cycle here, because I have 2 ender pearls. So if there's no cage, which there isn't, meaning I can just enter the ender pearl, and the dragon's at the front, which it is, I can go for it. But that is a tall tower. It looks like 102 on the height, which is way too tall for me to go for. I will almost never hit that, which is not worth it. And given I'm ahead, I know I can go for half bow here, and you know, I think I have pretty good aim with the crossbow. I think I can get pretty lucky in this situation. I sort of fancy my chances. I think it's definitely the best play. I don't think there's a world where I would have hit that 0 cycle. I've only hit it a couple times before, even in practice, so hitting it in a run would have been ridiculous. I don't want to use an ender pearl here because I want to ender pearl back into the middle, so I tried to do a boat clutch, and I miss. And I realized that there is a dragon's breath this side, and if I ender pearl, there's potential chance I'll land in it, which could kill me. So I decided to run to the other side, which is a bit weird because, you know, the dragon could have fireballed again, which it does now, but it could have done it earlier, and it would have been a lot more weird. I shoot one more crystal to increase the chances of the dragon perching, and now I'm just in wait mode. You know, the dragon has a 1 in 13 chance of perching whenever it just decides a new place to go. But if you shoot a crystal, it reduces that chance by 1. So you know, if you shoot 1 crystal, it goes to 1 in 12. And there it is. There is the snap. I saw the dragon flying to the back node, and I know that this game is in the bag. I've just got to hit the 1 cycle. And my opponent's saying OMG in the chat. I know I've probably won. And I believe they forfeit here. Although I would have won the game anyway, because I believe they died in the portal room and didn't set their spawn. And that is how you get to Emerald 3 and 1400 Elo. That is the game that did it. It would have been a low 13, I think. I think it would have been like a 1302. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll make sure to do more videos like this if you want. And yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And goodbye.